at least that surface moisture, at least just a little bit of it. We are meeting the temperature and dew point together, reaching that saturation here at the surface. Of course, Boone, your camera, that actually is broken, and Concord, that is broken right now as well. 52 in Charlotte. It does not. That would be terrible if it looked like that. Rock Hill, 51 degrees. We do have some fog alerts out there. These dense fog advisories are in place for a lot of the Piedmont because that visibility is running at a quarter of a mile or less, as you just saw. So another morning with this dense fog. Here it is on the map. The visibility in miles, about that quarter of a mile across a lot of the region. High country, you're not really included in this dense fog out there right now. Good news is this type of fog, this radiation fog, it will actually end up lifting pretty quickly. Temperatures across the board, it is mild. Even though we did cool overnight with a calm wind and partly cloudy skies that allowed all of the heat that we gained and trapped at the surface yesterday to escape. That's why we are reaching that temp and dew point together. 44 in Shelby, 52 in Charlotte right now, with Rock Hill sitting at 51 degrees. Now, as the kids head to the bus stop, check out that jump. By lunchtime, 66 degrees, and you wouldn't know it by this graphic here, but we're actually going to see a dry cold front cross through the area as we head through the day today. So here's a look at your day planner. Miles as our temperature here at the surface is really close to that dew point temperature, so reaching saturation, and that's where this kind of ground level cloud or fog comes from. We're dipped down to now a quarter of a mile across a lot of the area, stretching into the Piedmont. So you can see where these dense fog advisories are from Cleveland County down over into Stanley, Chester, Chesterfield as well. These dense fog advisories in place until 9 a.m. Now, despite the fog, it is pretty mild out there for a January morning. We are sitting close, actually right at, in Charlotte, our average high temperature right now. We are 52 in Charlotte, 49 in Gastonia, with Shelby sitting at 43 degrees. So it is certainly a mild start. It's going to be a very warm day, not a record-breaking day, but we are certainly going to be cranking up that heat as we're going to see highs top out at about 70 to 72 degrees as we travel through your Wednesday. Starting off with that fog, but as we head through the day, we are going to see a decent dose of sunshine start to fill our sky. So it's going to be a beautiful day today. Again, not record-breaking because the previous record for the day was set back in 1890 of 77 degrees. 1946 was the record for yesterday, but as we head into Friday, that'll really be the closest temperature gradient that we have that we could see at least near record highs, and I totally think it depends on how much cloud cover we see as we head through the day on Friday. Let's go ahead and look at satellite and radar right now. We do have this area of low pressure and this cold front, and it's actually going to cross the area, but watch what happens as it does. It's going to be a dry front and not bringing us rain as we travel through the day today. That front will end up stalling out, lifting to the north as a warm front, and that will end up just setting the stage for the warmth, also setting the stage for this area of this cold front off to the west. That'll swing across the area. So ahead of that, we could end up actually getting a couple of thunderstorms with an increased dose of rain as well. That's going to come as we head through Saturday. Not ruling out a couple of showers on Friday, but it's mainly looking like Saturday where we could get in south. You look at Boone, 49 degrees across the high country with some of these clouds, yes, out there, but you're not dealing with the fog. Uptown right now from our weather stem cam, 51. Believe it or not, this camera view, you can see it building a little bit. It's actually looking a little better than it was, but that visibility still running at 0 miles. The wind is calm. We have a higher relative humidity, so you can tell the temperature here at the surface is very close, if not meeting that dew point temperature, leading to this ground level moisture that leads to, well, the fog that we have, the clouds on the ground or the fog. So the visibility running again at a quarter of a mile across a lot of the area, and those areas have been shaded here in gray. That's the dense fog advisory issued by the National Weather Service. So there are all different types of fog. This type of fog is called an inversion fog. It's when we have warmer air aloft. Even despite it being warm here at the surface. That temperature difference just has to really be about a degree or two. Typically what happens at night, long winter nights and low sun angles, it takes a little bit of time for this fog to lift, but we have the cooler air trying to escape up into the sky, up into the atmosphere, but it just can't because that warm air aloft, so that cold, dense, moist air is then trapped at the surface, and that's where we get that cloud to kind of form, and that's, well, fog that we've been seeing over the last couple of mornings. This morning, it is warm though. 43 in Shelby, 51 in Charlotte, 42 in Statesville, with Hickory sitting at 47 degrees. So as we head through the day today, it is a warm start out there, closer to our average high right now, but we'll be warming to about 70 to 72. As we head through the day today. Prepare for the warmth, not record breaking today. We can flirt with those records as we head through the day Friday, but checking out today, 72, not beating that 77 degree record set in 1890, but we are still going to be running 20 degrees above average. This cold front, it's going to cross today, and you're going to say wet front. It's going to be a dry cold front that sweeps across the area, not bringing rain to the area, and also not bringing a drastic cool down. But one thing it will do is stall to our south, end up lifting as a warm front. Here comes a cold front that'll sweep in from the west, and that's what amplifies our rain chances and the possibility of a couple of thunderstorms out there as we head through Saturday. So I'm talking about this Wednesday. We still